Well, that's an excellent question, and I've obviously been a benefactor of some of his policies, but I don't think that any price that he could offer, any effort, any benefit that he could offer an entrepreneur would be worth the price of his leadership. I just think it's been awful, my personal opinion, for the country and for the world. It's not been clear. It hasn't been backed up by science. He's not consistent. He doesn't seem to be empathetic. And most business courses would tell you that to be a good leader, you want your issues and the people you're leading to be the same. You wouldn't be empathetic to those you're leading and have the same issues. And he just doesn't seem to get it, from my optic anyway. I think it's been terrible.
Fortunately, many state and city leaders have stepped up, it seems, in the US, and there has been a local approach that has delivered results in various places. I just wonder, as you look at the state of the economy now and the continued focus on fighting the pandemic, how quickly or otherwise do you think we might start to see the US come through the other end of this?
Well, depends what you mean by come through the other end. One of the problems that I think you understand, or your show understands, is the recovery is going to be harder and longer than we expect because, and there'll be more credit defaults like that earlier guest was talking about, because there's systematic or fundamental problems with our jobs and our skills versus the jobs of the future. You know, one's at a negative glide slope and one's at a positive glide slope. So we have a fundamental problem on top of all the job loss from COVID, which in my estimate, I would guess only 80% of those jobs will ever come back. And I think The Economist said this week that globally there could be 190 million jobs furloughed or temporarily lost globally, and that will come, of course, in waves. But I don't think more than 80% of them will ever come back. I mean, business administrative people won't be the same, travel won't be the same, hospitality won't be the same, live events won't be the same, transportation won't be the same, education, you know, you can go right down the list. So I think we have the systemic problem that we had from the beginning, and on top of that, we have the COVID problem, where I don't think 20% of those jobs are ever coming back. That's my view anyway.
David, very good morning to you. Fascinating listening to your thoughts about the president as well. But what about entrepreneurs as well? I'm on your Twitter feed as we speak, and it says #1 rule for entrepreneurs: don't ask others to risk what you aren't willing to as well. Seems to me that there's some very big entrepreneurs out there, dare I say it, some billionaires as well, who are very, very quick to ask the state to bail out their companies, to bail out their businesses as well, when they're sitting on vast piles of cash, which they've made during the good times. There should be more action from them themselves, shouldn't there?
100%. Look, for the last 50 years, I'm glad you're on my Twitter feed, by the way. Thank you. For the last 50 years, there's been a battle between capitalism in America in Washington, D.C., and they've been fighting each other. And that's a different America than I started my business in. It's a different America than I grew up in. But that constant battle where Washington is blaming big business and big business is blaming Washington has got us nowhere. Of course, business has to step up. Businesses are supposed to contribute to the community and make a profit. It seems over the last 50 years, they've been on a trajectory to extract value and not contribute value. And that's not good. It's not good for America, and it's not good for the global economy. And someone's going to fix it. And whoever fixes it's not going to be qualified, I'm sure, because it will come from Washington. And their solution is going to make it worse. So the capitalism that I grew up in was very, very different than what's happening right now.